Morning, friends. Tuesday, April 21st. Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. And yeah, we all need haircuts. If anybody has just a pair of clippers, I'm ready. I hope and pray that you are doing very well in the midst of this global pandemic. I hope and pray that your Tuesday is off to a great start. We are experiencing all kinds of new in and around us. And I just want to first pick the lint off of me. I want to encourage you as a congregation. We are endeavoring to read through the Gospel of Luke. Over the course of these next 6 weeks, we're exploring 6 different meals that Jesus shares in the Gospel of Luke. There's really 9 of them. 2 of them are really short, and one we're skipping over for time. But we're exploring 6 different meals in the Gospel of Luke. But one of the things that I'm encouraging you to do as a congregation is to read through the Gospel of Luke from start to finish. And I hope and pray that you might be renewed, that you might be changed, that you might be transformed in the reading of the Gospel of Luke over the course of these next several weeks. And so, if you've been following along already, we're going to revisit on Monday the text from the Sunday. But then we're going to read through chronologically, and so that means that we're going to start with Luke chapter 1, all the way through 1 through 30, 38, 36. I don't remember exactly. You'll see it in the link. But one of the things that I want to highlight, one of the things that I want to illustrate or remind you of today is, the very first word that God speaks through the angel Gabriel in the gospel is a really important word. The angel comes to Zechariah and to Elizabeth, has this incredible announcement. Hey, I know you're old in age, but you're gonna have a baby, John the Baptist, who will be the forerunner or the foreteller of all that is to come in Jesus. And Zechariah and Elizabeth, they have this encounter with the angel, messenger from God. And that angel says these really important words: do not be afraid. Now, some people have counted, depending on which translation you read, depending on how loose you interpret this, some people have said that Scripture, from Genesis to Revelation, contains 365 do not be afraids. 365 do not be afraids. That's to say, do not be afraid every day of the year. And so some of us, we feel like we're already on day 367 of isolation. We're on day 498 of bad news. We're on day 1023 of overwhelming stuff that just keeps coming at us. And God says to us, do not be afraid. Now, I don't want that to come off as don't care, it doesn't matter, do whatever in the world you want. We're still wise, we still engage our minds, we think about tradition and reason and experience. But I also want to be reminded that God is a God who calls us not to live out of fear, but to live in faith. And so, this day, I want to ask you how you might be living, not in fear, but in faith. My friends, choose faith. Now again, that does not mean that we do just whatever in the world we want to do. That does not mean that we abandon all critical thinking. But I want to invite you into this journey together. For 6 weeks, we're going to read the Gospel of Luke. And the first word that God speaks through the angel Gabriel in the Gospel of Luke is this: do not be afraid. So my friends, have a great and God-blessed Tuesday, April 21st. Remember, it's Taco Tuesday. I hope that you might have some tacos. And remember, I'm inviting you to set an extra table each day, especially on Sundays, but that's not a bad tradition. Set an extra table setting for Jesus to come visit with you. Some guacamole, some pico de gallo, some Spanish rice, whatever it might be. Refried beans over black beans, whatever it might be. Invite Jesus to dine with you tonight. And my friends, do not be afraid. Choose faith over fear. Be well. Have a great and God-blessed Tuesday. Take care.